Hey everybody, welcome to the weekly vlog. Today we're going to be talking about a bunch of responses I have to you guys on your answers on the survey from last week, which, by the way, the survey is still live in the description if you want to answer that. Flash Trash stuff, Project Zomboid stuff, and Guild 3 stuff. First though, as always, we're starting with the schedule for the week. You'll notice the streams are in different places this week. The Yakuza 0 stream was going to be Saturday, because usually I stream on Saturdays. I'm moving that to Thursday, because on Friday and Saturday I'm going to have my mum over, because we like to watch the BlizzCon StarCraft 2 tournament every year. So that stream's going to be pretty early. Monday, Wednesday, Friday slot, still Paper Mario for the 3 p.m. uploads. Tuesday is going to be the last multiplayer episode of Watch Dogs 2, so if you want to see all the single-player story stuff that's over on Brandon's channel, which is linked in the description of all the Watch Dogs episodes, Thursday is going to be some more multiplayer Terraria. Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires on Saturday and Sunday. By the way, some people were asking about stuff, and I guess they didn't see my replies in the comment section about like why there's the occasional like flicker of a face on screen and why the gameplay stutters every once in a while. The game just captures really poorly. That wasn't happening when we were playing, and we didn't see it until we had it recorded because it happens infrequently enough that when I skimmed through the footage to make sure it was okay, it looked fine until it was all recorded. So we'll probably record it with different software later and see if we can get that working better. But the first 5 episodes might look kind of weird, but people tell me it's funny, so I guess there's that. 6 p.m. uploads are, of course, the stream recordings from the previous weeks. We have Mountain Blade Warband on Monday. Wednesday, we have Minecraft, and Friday, we have WWE 2K18, streaming some more Warband on Tuesday, on Thursday streaming some Yakuza 0, and on Sunday streaming WWE 2K18. As for TAD, I've actually swapped the $50 mark and the $100 mark. So many people were asking to have Flash Trash back, I decided, alright, well, let's move it down on the TAD goal. I thought you guys would want 4 streams a week more than you'd want Flash Trash, but no one's ever asking for more streams. Everyone's asking for more Flash Trash, so okay, I moved that down on the list. It is half of the TAD goal as what it used to be, so it's a lot easier to get to. Just use the TAD links in the description where you watch advertisements on your phone or computer or whatever you want, and I get paid, and if we generate $50 or more in a week, then we'll have an episode of Flash Trash out for that week. So survey stuff. I think how I want to tackle this, because I thought like 30 of you would respond to this. As of this moment, we have, let me check the results, 240 people responded to it, with 208 of you completely finishing the whole thing. That's a completion rate of 86%, which is really good, and way more than I thought it was gonna be. So we had a lot of questions, we had a lot of answers, so I thought what I was going to do is maybe break things into sections, and every week I'd respond to a different thing. So I had a section on there where people can just give a message directly to me. And there are a few other sections where people basically used it the same way of just saying something directly to me. So I wanted to respond to a bunch of them, but for some people I didn't know how to respond to them, because they're not people that I directly talk to very often, so I don't know the best way to contact them. So what I decided to do is I made a big tweet thread. You can find my Twitter and a link in the description, but I'm going to read off a bunch of those tweets right now. Alright, here is a reading of all the tweets that I made as informal responses to a bunch of you for responding to the survey. My initial tweet is, I'm going to reply to this tweet with my responses to a bunch of survey answers that I'd love to respond to, but don't know how to contact. Ali, you don't sound like a cringy teen, don't be nervous. I'm sure if you said hi to the community, they'd love you. You almost made me spit out my tea laughing at the name you put in, @BobWolf. Bob responded on the survey to what his username is with Bob, 2 chicks, same time, Wolf. Jesus Christ. Katagiri, you're completely real and not at all a reference. Haiku was incredible. It made me laugh. Anonymous, good luck on asking that girl out. I hope it goes well. It's crazy to think that some people have watched me for all of their school years. I hope I've somehow made those years less boring for you. To the people saying that I helped them through a hard time, I'm really happy to hear that. I know that other YouTubers have done that same thing for me. To those saying that I don't finish enough playthroughs, I've actually finished 85% of them. I did the math, but I can always do better. well, 85% to 91% depending on how you count a couple of series, namely ones that are on hiatus but I plan on coming back or plan on redoing. So currently, 85% completion rate on series. I had a lot of people saying that I don't finish enough, and I guess, like, some people, maybe it's like that 15%, just a lot of that 15% were ones they're really into, so I can see that. I don't know, I think people think the number is worse than it is, because every time I bring up the number to people who say I don't finish enough series, every single time the response has been, oh, I thought it was worse than that. Yeah, that's okay then. So that's the number if you're curious. To the anonymous person asking if I'd like to be in a tabletop RPG with you, possibly. Hit me up, and we'll see how things work out. I won't name names on this one, just in case. I don't know if this is public information, but I'm super happy to hear that you found your partner through the show. Both of you are great. I personally congratulated the one of you that I talked to in private on a regular basis as well. Anon, who said that you were struggling with money but wanted to donate, don't worry, I've been there many times. Just work hard, you deserve what you'll earn. And a lot of people have said basically the same thing to me. Again, everybody's been there, don't worry about it. V's, I don't think you're a troll even if we don't always agree. You're just an honest person. It's all cool. We don't get along, I can tell that. It's why you've bitched me out so many times. But whatever, it's just our personalities clash. I don't think you're a bad person or anything. Death Jr., I remember seeing your name a lot on the Minecraft server back in the day. Avner, I had a great time learning Europa Universalis 4 with you and naming the terrible air after you. We need to do that again sometime. I've been spending a little bit of time trying to learn the game again. Eating all the mushrooms. Everyone freaks out and is happy when you join the chat for a reason. To the person who was mad that I used to intentionally mispronounce American English spelling in creepypastas, yeah, in retrospect I regret that. It came across as really douchey. I wouldn't do that, like, that's definitely a decision I wouldn't do now if I went back and redid it. Zone Destroyed, you're wonderful and have never made me angry, don't worry. To anyone who's ever worried if you've made me angry, believe me, you haven't. To the people describing me as strong and saying that they want to be that way, it's all just a frame of mind. You are if you truly believe you are. You just gotta not let things bother you as much. As an aside, I used to have a real problem with criticism for a long time, and it took me a long time to kind of get over that. But it was actually me getting more active in politics and stuff that made me start to realize the values of being accountable, about self-responsibility and stuff like that. And that's made me really start to take more of a pride in my work and made me want to improve as much as possible. And that's just not going to happen unless I get feedback on the negative parts about what you don't like about the show or what you don't like about me and stuff like that. So I feel like I've gotten a lot better about taking criticism, and that's why I invite criticism. I even had a whole section of the survey where I said, if you've ever annoyed me, let me know. I want to know what I did that annoyed you. And not many people responded to that part, but I definitely want to get into that one a week. It's mostly just people saying, talk about politics less, which I understand, you're coming to the show for entertainment. I probably should talk about politics less. And people saying I don't finish enough playthroughs, which I guess we've already addressed, but we can have a conversation about that if you'd like. To those of you describing me as genuine, that makes me really happy. I really appreciate honesty as a really important trait, and I would consider people calling me genuine as a part of that. Arizona, I'm happy I've made you feel better about your disabilities. I know firsthand how useless it can make you feel. I have struggled for a long time with, and I still struggle with sometimes, feelings of inadequacy based around my disabilities. Knowing that if I wasn't born with these conditions, that I would get more done and everything. But again, it's about realizing how much I can still do in spite of my disabilities and working past it. Wraithless, I hope I pronounced your username right. You should join the Discord or stream sometime. There's nothing to be worried about. We love greeting new people. If you want to be a vocal part of the community, just jump in. Lemhead, don't worry, my Let's Play videos and streams are 100% non-scripted. Improv is my style. I only script reviews. Like, the only videos I can think of in the last multiple years that I actually wrote a script for was my Shoddycast one that I did over on their channel and my, like, top 5 favorite video games video that I did. I don't script things when it comes to, like, my videos. That would be insane. I don't have a memory for that. I like doing improv. I'm best when I'm bouncing off of someone else. Lastly, R-Mode, you know I'm always here if you need to message me. I hope you get over your illness soon. I hope everybody enjoyed that little segment of just reading off a bunch of my responses to what you guys had to say to me in the surveys and everything. The survey is still in the description if you guys want to keep answering, because I'm still reading it. I still get like a bunch of new respondents a day, even though I haven't talked about the survey in like a week. So I'm always really excited to see what people say on it. There's so much more I want to respond to in that. I'm sure next week on the vlog, I'll find another section of that and start mass responding to that as well. Just, you know, take it easy on me if I don't respond to everybody. Like I said before, there's over 200 people who responded, so it's a lot of stuff to read through. Before we go into Project Zomboid and Guild 3 news, I want to give shoutouts to all the $10 and above Patreon supporters. We've got Ghazali, Mad Librarian, Fiery Biscuit, Zandak, Taco Man, Play Bogart, Ninth Fury 15, The Jedstar, Jetstream, Conkdonk, Sophia Orr, Killrain, Assassin Chris, Prelux, Victor, Wolf20KO, One Savvy Siren, Shauna, Tim, Kurinketa, Cyan Nolan, Lemonhead, Austin Manley, and System Wipe. Thank you so much for your continued support. Project Zomboid, lots of people, even though it's only been gone for like 2 weeks, lots of people are asking for it back early. I thought I was just going to take like a month off of it and see what people thought, but no, people are like demanding it back right away. So, probably next week. We can probably have some ready for next week. Me and Brandon, we just got to get together, find some free time, record some more, because episode 15 was the most recent one we recorded. So you guys are like totally up to where we are in terms of what's aired already. We might even just have it go out alongside what else we're working on, just as like bonus videos, so that's not interrupting anything else, because I really do like the Paper Mario playthrough. It's a shame very few people are watching it. I don't know if it's people don't know the game or people aren't interested in checking out the game, because the thing is, if it had a lot of views, or like on the first episode or something, but bad audience retention, that would tell me that people don't like it. If it doesn't have many views on any of the episodes, that tells me most people haven't given it a chance, which means they probably aren't interested in the game, or they don't know about it and don't care to learn about it. Give it a chance if you haven't already given it a chance. I think it's one of the funniest playthroughs, especially the first 4 episodes, I think, all turned out really, really well. But if you're not into it, like, totally cool. I definitely want to finish this series because I'm having so much fun playing it, but I can relegate it to a more minor slot. So this week might be the last one of having it in the major slot, I guess. And lastly, I want to get into Guild 3 stuff a little bit because I've been asked about that a lot in the survey, actually. Before I do, follow me on Twitter. Check out my TAD if you want to support me and get more stuff on the show every week. And you can check out my Amazon affiliate links if you'd like to buy stuff on Amazon and get me a little bit of commission and no extra cost for you. Guild 3. A few people were upset with me in the survey that when I did my launch stream on the Guild 3 and I uploaded it, I said like I was going to play it all day and like just on my own and try and come up with some tutorial videos and stuff on it because it was very hard to figure out like live on stream. It was a poorly explained game. There's no built-in tutorial yet. And what happened was basically the game's development has been really weird. I can't reasonably justify going back into it right now because I have nothing to show you. The game is barely functioning right now. They've been updating it constantly with bug fixes that very much need to be there. The game is very buggy. But the content is barely there. There's nothing to teach you. It's as bare bones as it looks, and that's really the problem. There's nothing to show you that you didn't already see, really. Walk back and forth between your home or your store and the market. You can hire some employees to help do stuff for you. Trade routes are basically non-functioning. In fact, the trade route page can crash the game. You can't make a trade route. There's just a built-in one called storage management, in which you can assign somebody to it, and they will automatically figure out what stuff you need for whatever you're making, and they'll try and buy that, and they'll take whatever you've made and try and sell that as kind of a bare bones little patched on version way of giving you trade routes, but it barely works because if you're making something that is an ingredient to something else that you're going to make, your dude is just going to go sell it. So you can't really get any big business empire going because you can't set up proper trade routes, and the AI trade routes will fuck you over. The game is so non-functioning right now, I can't really show you anything on it. And so that's the main reason I've been waiting. There's nothing to show you that you didn't already see in the video that you watched of mine, other than me being a bit less confused while doing it. It's still nearly as crash heavy, it's still just as barren of features. So that's the reason why. I'm sure if they put serious time into developing this, it will be really good one day, because the features they say they want to put in it sound really, really good. However, they released this way too early. This doesn't feel like the game that they've been building for years, like they've been building up to and talking about on their Facebook. It is woeful the state they've released this in. But that's it for today. I need to go get back to working on other stuff. I've got a Shoddycast video that's the whole first draft of it is done. I'm really happy with it, just sending it off to Josh, waiting to hear back. I've got that secret project I've been working on that'll probably air sometime in November that I've been working on. I need to get a little bit more progress on that first, though. Got to round some people up for that one. And I got to get a lot of stuff edited before Friday and Saturday, because I'm pretty pumped to watch the BlizzCon StarCraft 2 tournament this year with my mom, my sister, and Fatima. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you everybody for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.